Okay, you can slowly, mindfully come out the meditation. So now it's 3 o'clock. So we'll continue from where we stop. You get Wai Fun to continue to read. Good, good. Okay. Report first.
I have
Sadhu.
I have two experience of the first support relaxation.
Oh, good.
Now I realize that there are many levels of
Yeah,
relaxation.
many level. You
Yes.
can go in on it until very deep.
2 days ago, I woke up early. Then I came to this
Yeah.
meditation hall about
Yes.
4:45.
Wow, sadhu.
So after I pay my respect, I sat down for meditation. So that meditation, I feel my leg was very relaxed.
Wow, sadhu. Very good.
Then my meditation of awareness become very still and tranquil.
Oh, very good, very
So
good.
the
Sadhu.
sitting, I know that I can sit for very, very
Yeah,
long.
Very, very good. Well, this is the beginning. When you really know how to relax, when the sati settle down and stabilize, there is no pain on. You know why or not? Because sati is a spiritual faculty. It's not a mental hindrance. So this spiritual faculty will take over. So when your mind enters sati, there is no pain whatsoever. You are very relaxed, like you can sit for very long. You know what I mean? In the early day when I was teaching meditation, I sat there one stretch, 3-4 hours. Nothing, I don't move my leg at all. But that time I still young. Then body is still a body. Over the years, you shouldn't actually unnecessarily torment the body. So what I did was, during that time, like I told you all last time, in 1988, I think, when I was at Brickfield going through a 3-day, 2-night weekend retreat. So that time my teacher Achan Yantra was there. So I remember he told me, body is a body, mind is mind. Body never the mind, mind never the body. Then he said, body important too, where it must harmonize with the mind to allow us to cultivate. Then he said, we choose to take care of mind, where mind is more important. So because of that, after I heard, so I said, oh, the second day, the pain come. Oh, it's like test you until really painful, pain until you dare not even cross your leg. Then I tell myself, I say, Buddha say, not until he become enlightened, he will not arise, even until what dry up and all those things. But I dare not make that type of affirmation. So what I did was, I endure. And you know what happened? It is meant to be a test. It was so painful. Then after that, when it was so painful, where I endure, body is a body, then I face it. Then you know what I say? I didn't say the tissue, the vein, everything dry up also, I won't arise. I said, the thought tell me what, no, at this rate, your leg will paralyze. So what you do? Then I remember, body is a body, mind is mind never know. I say, sit through lah. Paralyze. So I sat through. Wow, very strange. After that, suddenly, there is a light that flashed through my mind. Very bright one. Now after that, the pain completely gone. Completely gone. Actually, it was a test. Then, my mindfulness was actually there. Then I decided to find out how come it was so painful, suddenly completely gone. So you know what I did? I shift my mindfulness down to my leg there, where it's very, very painful. Eh? Then I realized the chi started to flow. Then inside there is still the random of the like pulling sensation inside there. Means something is inside there. But I realized the body is the body. The mind is the mind. The two are separate entity. I can separate it. Then I was asking myself, hey, what is this? So the key is you must know how to relax. Actually, if you don't attach and don't cling, if you don't label, the thing is not there. Then my sati take over. Then my leg completely no more pain. From that day onward, I know how to relax. So I can sit for 3-4 hours non-stop. Not a problem at all. So this is how you learn and develop the understanding. Then I realize, I think those who follow the Theravada tradition, I think, in B you all should know, there is a 16 stages of insight knowledge in it. In B not around. In B around. Oh, never mind, let her meditate. Michael, you heard of it? 16 stages of insight knowledge here. First one is what? Nama Rupa Paricheda Jnana. The first type of jnana. Ability to discern between form and mind. Heard of that? No? Then I suddenly realized that is the first jnana. No? Because my mind really separate. No? Then I can discern clearly your body is a body, exactly like what my teacher Ajayantra told me. Mind is mind. Mind never the body, body never the mind. That's why this one is not you. Then after that, I got no more problem with this fellow. That's why the understanding actually transforms you and liberate you. Okay? So this one, if you have to go through, you find out. Not everybody tested like that one. For me, it's because the time has come and you want to test me. And I sit through it. Then I went through is to let me develop the understanding behind. Then after that, from that day onward, I got no more problem with pain. I just know how to relax and allow the chi to flow. Wai Fun, you continue. Very good.
So this morning, when I was down at the chanting hall, I also experienced relaxation of standing.
Wow, very good.
Yeah, because
actually, to relax while standing is not easy. But if you can, means you have improved on your ability to be mindful and relax. Actually, the relaxation go hand in hand with the mindfulness. As the mindfulness become more stable and more refined, you will know how to relax on your own. And you will know what that relaxation, many layers go down there. Until you are like a cotton. You know what is cotton? Very soft. Like everything is so light one. Then later on you realize, you think you relax already. When you are able to go deeper, then you realize, earlier on not relaxed enough. That's why you will come to all this understanding. Very good. Continue.
Yeah, what Brother Joe said just now is very true. The earlier one, the experience is not that relaxed.
Not really relaxed.
Not even lying down.
Not
that stage of relaxation.
Sadhu. Oh, very good.
So in the past few days, because I don't know how to chant, so I listen. Then I realized that when I listen, I'm actually using my thought.
Yeah.
I try to figure out when is the Leng Yan Jing starting, then when is the Ta Pei Zhou starting, and when is the Xing Jing starting.
Actually, no need. You're just silent. The vibration will go in.
That's why when I was using the thought, I'm not able to relax.
Yeah, not
even
relax.
Standing also, I will feel that my leg pain,
my shoulder
like not bad.
Correct. Sadhu. That's why you forget about the chanting and the word. You just silent and absorb the vibration. Then your nature will know what to do. And the faith, because of the faith, this nature will open up. For those even before you locate the gateway. That's why if you have the saddha, when you pay respect mindfully, you fold your palm in there. Yeah? True or not? How many of you can feel that there is an energy from here that go to your heart? Huh? Nobody here. There's so many of them. There is an energy that go to your heart or no. But initially, you are not sensitive. You cannot feel. Then later on, as your mindfulness develop, I felt it, Then later on, as I grew up, then I realized, no wonder people pay respect, homage, reverential salutation. And this is all part and parcel of the activation of your heart area, but through awareness. So when you develop awareness, it's not thought-based. It's not the energy from a thought. When I pay respect at that time, my faith very strong. So the faith, together with the ability to be mindful and aware, send the energy in there. Then after a while, I realized when the monk that have good meditation, energy, and training and mindfulness, I can detect one. That's why when I met Ajahn Yantra, I can detect his energy, I can detect his nature, his vibration, everything. That's why during that time, it actually moved and activated this area. But that time I haven't met my last guide. So I was able to develop the sainthood way to actually go through the glimpse of cessation, which is Nibbana. Then after that, the understanding of the Dharma, automatic or no, like suddenly I awakened to it. Then all the book like so easy to understand or no, the real one with the teaching. Then what happened was, I thought that's it lah. That's why my last guy, I don't want to see him. There was 6, 7 conditions. Until the last one only I decided to see him. Then I realized it was meant to be. Where I got a very, very heavy vow from the distant past when I cultivate. So this vow enabled me to condition him to arise and come and see me. So because of that vow, somehow the thing happened. But before that, my second last teacher, he got psychic ability. He like Anuruddha, can with heavenly eye on. He can see or pass everything. You know what she asked me? It's a lady. She said, "Do you know who are you?" I say, "I don't know." "Do you know how you come?" I say, "I don't know." But the moment he mentioned one word, the third one, you came with a very, very heavy vow. I straight away tell her, I know. How can I know? Because even this life, before I start cultivating, I know that I have to understand the higher wisdom at any one time when my nature arises. I got such a vow. That's why after 1989, although I connect, this last guide must still come. Without the gateway, I cannot develop the collapse of the mundane mind at 35 years old. Because my last guide told me, this gateway for whoever normal, unique cultivator already very good. But for most of them, by the time they locate this gateway, he used the word they are at least 80 years old. 80 years old. Then later on, as I develop the cultivation, then I understand. Then insight suddenly tell me, he said, this is because of your vow. He came. And because of that, you connect early, he said. Otherwise, insight have the understanding that I need another 10 to 15 years on my own to locate it. Which means the earliest I can locate it is 45 years old or 50 years old. But because I was too early, you know what happened? nobody ready. 89 to 204, I didn't do anything. Until Yun Chan came in 204. Then only I started agreeing to come out and share and teach. Then you read the website, I set the 3 conditions and all those things. Okay, this is for cultivator, for your benefit. Okay, Wai Fun, yeah.
So the standing was very still after I relaxed. Then I also can feel that if I want to stand, I can stand for very long.
Yeah, for very long.
No movement.
No movement. Completely still. This is a free mind, not in concentration, not in jhana. No. You understand the big difference. I ask you one question. Can you don't think or stop your thinking? I asked one classmate, where he came and asked me, he got a lot of problem. Then he asked me, he said, hey, how you meditate? He said, I cannot take it already. He said, too much of this. The thought like intrusive already. You go into depression already. Then I said, meditate, don't think. You know what he told me or not? He tried. He said, you must be mad. How can I don't think? The thought is non-stop one, is it? Oh, like that. Relax. He cannot understand. So, human being, because of their heedless thinking, the way they live their life, they don't have mindfulness and awareness. The free mind cannot stop thinking, I tell you. Even TK-san, YK, yesterday also. Was it this morning or yesterday? This morning, before we went for breakfast. He said, I said, can follow? He said, but I close my eye, the thought zoom inside there non-stop. This is the untrained mind. Normal people, Puthujjana, think a lot, the mind cannot stop. See, when he know how to cultivate with this awareness-based meditation, lie down can be without thought and still, or sitting, can sit for very long. Then standing also can do it, That's why if you really do it, this awareness-based meditation is very, very wonderful and magnificent. And when it arrives, she will progress very fast, I tell you. After this, she will like a bullet train, go very fast. Then the daily mindfulness, the mind will enter sati. Then everything she do, because of the faith, diligence, and the past. Well, without past, actually the two cannot meet me on. But somehow they came together with Brother Wong. Then that time the Singapore, Beng Phi, and Michael and Gong Chai. You all 5 of you come together. And all individually contact us, either through Sui An or whoever. Then come to the retreat. They all lucky best. Have faith, come to the Tuesday class. So the last retreat they came, first time, they still actually mong cha cha on a lot of things, still not sure, but a lot of faith. That's why this retreat, before they come, I already predicted, I told them, this retreat is going to make a big difference to a lot of Kamita, because of the faith and the understanding. Then they can develop the understanding to relax, the force support to do it. That's why try it out. You got nothing to lose, understand? And when you try it out, when the thing arrives, you will understand what that pure awareness nature is. Well, that one is without thought on. Then from there, it moves to create thought very fast. Because she in that state that is stable and in collected and unwavering, that is samadhi in daily life. With the free mind, like she said, she can stand there still for very long. Like, not tired. Lie down also same. So this is the beauty of awareness-based meditation. So hopefully this will give you all faith, understand? It's not only I can do, or this brother Teo can do. Because a lot of people would think, our karma, our nature, not like brother Teo lah. Where can? If you think like that, it will cut you off, understand? That's why you must have faith. If other Kayamita can do, you should also be able to do. And they come so much later, no? I think about 1 year only. Since March last year, about 1 year plus a bit. See, the way they develop the understanding and progress, I think most of you couldn't really develop the faith and really try it out because you are so conditioned. Conditioned in the state that this teaching is like you never heard before. It's like so like revolutionary, like completely opposite of what you used to learn from the traditional teaching. That's why when I started coming out to share also, a lot of things I cannot teach at that time. Because what they were learning were different. That's why I started off with my sweeping method. I allow them to use whatever method and technique. Otherwise, everybody run away. If I teach the four support immediately, I tell you, nobody attend my class. Because it's so weird. Never heard before. Lying down. Everybody will panic. Because it's like your culture in the office. You dare not actually break away from your old culture. So if somebody introduce change, a lot of resistance, you realize or not? Because you are not familiar. So that resistance is the one prevent you from actually listening. You remember the art of listening? Listen attentively without what? Without thought. Understand how? When there is no chattering, no verbalization, that is real listening. You know how you verbalize and chatter? No? Because the memory tell you, you go and measure, you go and compare. What is this person trying to teach? The other talk I attend, not like that one. Monk also never talk like that one. Go to the heart. Actually, last time in the early day, you go to the heart, you report to the monk, they scold you. They scold you. So these are the things that is non-traditional, not something normal, and people have a lot of resistance towards it. So tell yourself, you have an open mind. Listen. Listen attentively means no more chattering or comment from your views, opinion, and conjecture. Then you really listen. And you listen attentively, your nature actually receive it differently. Then you can go and check Kalama Sutta. What did the Buddha say? Whatever advice given to you, does it harm you? Does it harm others? If not, what have you got to lose? A little bit of time only, isn't it? That's why don't allow your brain and your conditioning to create that fear in you, that insecurity in you. Then you will progress. That's why whatever, don't comment before you have investigated into it. Because it could be something new that you haven't come across. Otherwise, you look at the scientists. New theory, they dare to write paper before they even confirm it. Like Einstein, when he came out with the theory of relativity, nobody can confirm it. Because at that time, the instruments were not that sophisticated enough to probe. Then later on, after many years, somebody did an experiment. Then he said, based on Einstein's theory, they measure the, I think the eclipse of the sun, the movement. Then they realized, really your theory of relativity, there was a shift now. Then he became famous. So scientists, when they probe, they dare to write research paper. Then some support, some don't support. But this gives you the condition to actually continue to evolve and progress. Meditation is the same. You continue to develop the progress through what? Through more and more precise understanding. That's why, like I said last time, this teaching is not there. Now it's in the book, it's in the video, it's in the recording, the Heart Sutta, everything. And even like today's book that we are trying to share. So much very important sharing is there about daily life, about why you keep precept, and how to listen attentively, the art of listening. Even awareness, mindfulness, heedfulness, heedlessness, everything is there. So read through. Then when you understand, like Wai Fun, something new, she realized it and it become a part of her. Means this is the reality. Can be tested, investigated, and stand up to investigate. And she transformed. That's why all this is not a theory. Provided you have an open mind, don't resist. Tell yourself you got nothing to lose. Well, it doesn't harm you, it doesn't harm others. Understand? And this is life and death, no. Life after life. If you have this, like I say, you don't have to come and suffer. Can you understand that or not? So, is it so difficult? Relax, lie down, relax, enjoy. Understand or not? And this one, no pain one, no need to like me, wait for the test to come, the leg, like, want to break, everything. No need, very simple. Very good. Okay, fine, continue. Sounded.
So I stood inside the shrine hall and silent the mind. So this morning I used my awareness to aware the chanting instead of
very
thought
good.
to listen.
Yeah. Very good. That's how you settle in. Because when you attentively listen from the heart, that is the awareness listening. You cannot understand, don't worry. Because the vibration is that wisdom energy. Because this chanting, this mantra is a wisdom energy. Then they will go in. Then you will connect the what they call affinity with those great beings that actually come out with all these chanting, like sing or whatever mantra or four-how or whatever. Whatever they chant, when you have faith, you silent and use your heart to listen. You develop vast amount of limitless merit and affinity with those great beings. That's how we develop the cultivation of the Bodhisattva way. Every time you pay respect, you cultivate affinity, the faith will enable you to understand. You will develop gratitude. Then you pay respect, you thank the great being, could be Kuan Yin or the Buddha or whatever great beings, for their blessing, protection, and guidance all this while. Then invoke power merit for causes and conditions for you to continue to receive all their blessings, protection, and guidance, life after life, whenever your form and mind arise. If you do that, they will come, protect you. Like this time I told you, before 1989, technically without Kuan Yin's nature, this form and mind got. But because of that, it survived. That's why protection is for your form and mind when you come. Because their nature, they don't operate from a single person. It's their nature. Their vow has entered the nature's law. That's why it's automatic manifest, unlike Kuan Yin. Whomsoever call upon her four-how or whatever chanting, like Sing Jing and all those things, or Ta Pei Zhou, then there will be a response. Where you are sincere, you have faith, then there is a response. So during those times, when you go through life, because you have made that vow, understand, and make that adhitan for their blessing, protection, and guidance, so their nature will know. That's why the message came, whatever manifests, this form and mind get protected. Because these are understanding nature's law, how it operates. Then when I was very young, My mother have faith in Kuan Yin and the Buddha only. But of course he go to believe the medium, the deities and all those things. But for me, very strange. I go in, I cannot pay respect to all the other deities and whatever devas and all that. I can only pay respect to the four great beings, Sakyamuni Buddha, and all the other so-called great cultivator. The rest, I cannot. My mother asked me to pay respect, out of respect. I told my mother, okay. So I hold the joystick, I count 1 to 10, then I go and put the joystick down. But when it comes to Kuan Yin, the four great beings, and the Buddha, I will just go and bow and do. Yeah. So because of that, you can know from the past. Then later on, when I grew up, I remember on the way I come out to Cameron Highland, for the retreat and all things. Then I on the way down, I contemplate, where I pay respect. Then I know that my mother, like Kuan Yin, I also got strong affinity Kuan Yin since young, very strong. Then I contemplate, how come everybody like you all pray for what? You go to Kuan Yin, pay respect. My mother, that generation, seek her protection and like blessing for your children. Sometimes before exam, they will go and ask for what? Ask for Kuan Yin's protection and blessing. Then I realized, I said, so many people request or ask, Kuan Yin got time. I inquire that, it's impossible. So many, billions and billions. How can Kuan Yin be so compassionate? Then I suddenly realized, that was the vow, Then it entered the nature's law, and then it clicked. Understand? That's why when you make adhitan, it must be invoked into the nature's law. Like Amitabha Buddha. You think his vow are normal vow, 48, 48大愿, very, very major vow, heavy and major. Because it has the understanding, the parami, and the perfection to enable it to take effect now. So all this, the Bodhisattva way is about, that's why in the 10th perfection, adhitthana is the affirmation to make all these heavy vows. It's part of the perfection now. Can you understand now? And I can tell you, this like my nature, I'm very good at making adhitan. I know how to do it, and I understand it very well. We are cultivated very long. That's why everyone is different. When you come, whatever you understand, you can contribute. That's why this life 208, why Maitreya Buddha came to my nature and request me to transmit the true Dharma. 请你把正法传下去. You read the blue book, it's written inside there. How it happened. Okay, we let Wai Fun continue.
So after these two experiences of different type of hearing, just now I contemplate, then suddenly I have this understanding, no wonder the Buddha say hearing is just the hearing consciousness.
Yeah, sadhu.
That happen only when you are in awareness.
Yeah. Sadhu. Do you all heard or in the awareness, she can realize that in the hearing, there is only the consciousness, because he doesn't know what sutta also. So no need to know, understand? That consciousness that is conscious of the vibration, just go in. Then you realize, no wonder, it's just that conscious moment, understand? That conscious that manifests moment to moment. That is the real one. That's why the awareness nature can awaken you. Then you realize, because she doesn't want to know it. She doesn't want to use the thought to listen it. So what happened? No, the mundane mind doesn't interfere. So you are at your nature, understand? So you are not using your thought to listen. So during that moment, that's why it's like the direct seeing. When I have very stable mindfulness, I can see. The thought doesn't come in. Understand or not? Everything that I perceive and see, like the microphone or what, it's not the word, no. You understand or not? It's no longer the word, no. It's seeing this as they are, no. You understand or not? Like her, listening as it is, no, that vibration, no. No word, nothing to describe, no. Zoom, just go in. That's why you come to know in their hearing, it's only the consciousness. You are only conscious of that. Understand or not? And in fact, whatever tactile also say, moment to moment it happens. It's a different moment, a different thought, a different awareness. That's why sati is very different, very, very powerful. Oh, very good. Wow, today she really, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very good.
Father Teo, that's all my sharing. Thank you very
good.
much, Father
Hey,
Teo,
let
for your
us
teaching.
rejoice. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very good. Yes. Wait. You know the page?
I know.
Before that, I got something to add. This is the first time she helped me to read. And this time, the understanding is so much better than previously. Otherwise, you cannot read one. My English is not so good, a colloquial one. So you must know where to stop and where to emphasize all those things. But most of the things she understands, no. Then she like with the faith, with the enthusiasm, and she reads so clear. No. Even Sui An also commented. Oh. At first we thought Man Yuan already very good. Hey, he take over. Wow, lagi clear. Oh. You all realize at the back, these two small fellow, very clear, isn't it? You're here. Clear or not? Well, when I walked to the washroom, it was clearer there than here, no? Because the speaker faced that side. That's why you all sit there, no problem with hearing. And it's clear. And he pronounced it very well. So? 楼下都听到，toilet also 听到，that's why you realize it start to rain. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, continue. Page 34.
When you have straightened your view, then you'll be able to respond differently the next time you see that person or hear or recall those unhappy scars of memories, because there is no more delusion. Then you realize, hey, nowadays I don't react like before anymore. Then sometimes when you see them doing all those foolish things, you will, instead of reacting, pity them. And out of compassion for them, you will radiate love and metta towards them. You may even say, forgive them for they know not what they are doing. You can follow Jesus' advice. Even when people crucify him, he will not get angry with them, because they don't understand the consequences of their action. They are just the way they are. So when you have developed such wisdom, you can laugh at all these things.
That is the understanding unfolding. Continue.
Then as you radiate metta, if he continues to scold you and you are not affected by it anymore, it means you must have changed. Otherwise, how can you do that? Then you will say to him, it's okay and thank you so much, or sorry for whatever happened. If I have caused you any misunderstanding or had unknowingly offended you, then I would like to ask for forgiveness. Or in the past, before I knew the Dharma, I really don't understand all this, and I was foolish. That's why I teased you, I disturbed you, I cheated you. But now I would like to ask for forgiveness. The moment he hears you say that he will look at you differently, then he may say, it's okay. At that time, I was also at fault. But if you keep on blaming him and arguing with him, he will become violent. He may even whack you. So that is life. When you have traced the origination factors, you can retrospectively reverse it. This fourth way is the best way. This is applying Dharma understanding. This is meditation. This is wisdom, understanding via seeing things as they are, not reacting and always at peace. Then correct your views, straighten your view. That's why listening to Dharma followed by straightening one's view is meritorious actions. If you continue to straighten your views, you will have more and more right view. Then what does it mean? It means you are less and less ignorant. Then the first link of the law of dependent origination, which is avijja, paccaya, sankhara, gets weakened. Weakened means what? It means less ignorant leading to less sankhara. What is sankhara? They are mental activities, mental thinking, emotions, mental states, etc. All these become less and less. That's how you become more and more mindful, more and more heedful. All that are not worth thinking, you will not think about them anymore. Just like what the Buddha said in the Sabha Sava Sutta.
Sabha asava.
Sabha Asava Sutta.
There are two words, sabha, then A repeated for asava. Sabha asava sutta.
Things that are unfit for attention, you will never give attention anymore. When you give attention, what happens? The unarisen asava or defilements will arise. Then the arisen becomes worse. Then why do you want to think in that way? That's why when you have this understanding, your mind is different. You will be liberated. You will be free. Then the fifth way, the Buddha said, this is where they take from the text and tell Danny. If all the first four advices that he has taught you also cannot help you, then there is nothing that the Buddha can do for you. You have to fight it yourself. With tongue against the palate, you determine to abandon the unwholesome thought. That means you must use your sheer mental strength and determination to abandon it, and that way is still thought-based. Of course, this was one of the 5 advices of the Buddha. But how did that advice come about? If these first 4 ways also cannot help you, then you better don't come and see me. You go and do it yourself. That is what the 5th advice is all about. So Danny, what did that advise you to do? You told them it is really unbearable, yet they ask you to fight it, right? The 5th advice of the Buddha is to abandon the unwholesome thoughts and not to fight all those unbearable mind states. Whatever mental state, whether bearable or unbearable, is decided by who? By the mind up there. And if there is delusion, then you will label it as unbearable or very painful. When you do that, what happens? Pain is an aversion or ill will, which is a mental hindrance which will hinder your mind from entering the meditative state or inner peace and inner awareness. But if you have wisdom, you will be at peace with everything and you will not label the feeling to arise the duality born of delusion. Then there is nothing unbearable. It becomes unbearable because you are deluded. You have attachment to comfort, to good states, but you don't know how to overcome it. Just like the law of karma, if you want to have good life, take care of karma. Then karma will take care of you. That's it, and no more doubt. Therefore, live life in accordance with this law of karma. That's why you do your duty and you will have a good life, beautiful life. If you don't do your duty and when nature's law hits back, then you complain. That is delusion. So what the Buddha said, your life, you decide how you want to live. He had already told you, Dhammapada verse 1 leads to suffering, and Dhammapada verse 2 leads to happiness in life. Pretty easy to choose, isn't it? If you want to have a happy life, what must you do? You have to train your mind to be heedful to avoid Dhammapada verse 1. The Buddha said, your mind is the most important entity. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Mind is chief. When mind arises, everything comes to be. So what must you do? If you are heedless, you will act, speak, and think with a heedless or deluded mind. That has the evil root of greed, hatred, and delusion. If you do not, suffering will follow you, like the wheels that follow the hoof, as per Dhammapada verse 1. It is clear that if you are heedless, you will develop the evil roots. You will act, speak, and think heedlessly with an unwholesome mind, which has the evil root of greed, hatred, and delusion. Then suffering will follow you. Most human beings are like that. They suffer a lot. In the second complementary Dhammapada verse 2, again the Buddha said, your mind is the forerunner of all things. Mind is chief, and mind is very important. Choose to take care of the mind. Train your mind to be heedful, to be aware. When you act, speak, and think with a wholesome mind, which is free of all the evil roots of greed, hatred, and delusion, then happiness will follow you like your shadow that never leaves you. So life is pretty simple. If you want to be happy, avoid Dhammapada verse 1. Train your mind to be heedful and develop all the wholesomeness as per the Noble Eightfold Path cultivation, then happiness will follow you. When you keep your precepts, when you have virtue, it is a source of happiness. It is stated in the text. And when you are happy, you will be peaceful. And because of that precept, is also a source of true spiritual peace and wealth. It will bring about the understanding of the spiritual teaching. This is how you develop the understanding. Investigate into all things. Don't just listen to what others tell you and get the essential Dharma clearly understood. Virya is not effort. Virya is a spiritual tenacity or zeal, a force that drives you. It is energy. It is not directed by the thought. Effort is thought-based. Effort is what to do. The one thing is from the thought, whereas spiritual zeal is the tenacity that moves you. There is no thought behind. It is wisdom behind, via understanding the importance of cultivating such meditation. And there is no greed, no effort, no determination, and no thought behind. It is just an understanding that sees the importance of this practice. When you see the importance but don't practice, then it is your choice, because it is your life and the decision is yours to make. Sati is for you to see, then develop the spiritual zeal to move. Okay, shall we end? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Is that...
This book is very good, I tell you. You better get a copy and read all. Get it, the soft copy, yeah? It's in the website. Read through it, then mark it. Okay.
That question by Brother Danny is very good. At least you all can learn from it. And most of it I have already explained especially before, especially the 5 ways to overcome unwholesome thoughts. But maybe the clan group have not heard of this spiritual faculty of Viriya being explained in this way before. But I have explained it in many of my sharing in the Tuesday class, Thursday class, and Sunday class. 3.2, question 2 by Brother Yap. Brother Teo, if it is Viriya, true thought base, can it be clinging? Brother Teo answered, what do you think? If you interpret Viriya wrongly, it becomes thought-based. Viriya itself is not thought-based. Viriya is a spiritual faculty, so how can it be thought-based? Just like Sada is a faith, is a mental state, it's not a thought. When I have faith in the Buddha, I don't have to believe the Buddha. That faith comes from understanding. Understanding brings forth the faith. It is not blind faith. It is a spiritual faculty, a spiritual faith. Similarly, Viriya is a spiritual zeal. It is not a thought. But if you interpret Viriya as effort, then it becomes a thought. And then, of course, there is craving. Who makes effort? There must be somebody who makes the effort to want to cultivate, want to do this and want to do that. And that is the thought which is still active. When there is no effort, what does it mean? That's why J. Krishnamurti said, whenever there is a meditator, there is no meditation. And whenever there is effort, there is no meditation. Meditation is just silence. There is nobody inside there doing meditation. It is an understanding and awakening, not through a thought, not through a person. Any more questions? So at least the sharing is good. You can ask and you should ask so that you can clarify more things. 3.3. Question by Sister Ingbi. Brother Teo, from your green book, who are you and what are you? On page 21, Brother Teo mentioned that this form and mind is not self, but not no self. So can Brother Teo elaborate a bit on what is the difference between non-self and no self? Brother Teo answer, okay, thank you for the question. People who don't understand emptiness will say everything is kong, empty. If everything is kong and empty, then there is no need to talk about it anymore. But life is not like that. The deep meaning of emptiness is it doesn't mean there is nothing. That is why non-self and no-self, they are very different. Non-self means this one, the five aggregates of form and mind is not you, but there is such a thing as form and mind. No-self means what? This form and mind also don't exist. Non-self means this form and mind exist, but it is not you. That's why Buddha said, you are born of your karma, heir to your karma, conditioned and supported by your karma. You are what you are because of karma. Who is this you? It refers to your form and mind. That one exists, but that one is not you. That is why it is called anatta. You can say that the form and mind is enlightened because it is connected to the wisdom born of the direct seeing. That one is an arahant or an Arya or a Buddha. But that one is not you. That is why the enlightened ones are not gullible. In the Diamond Sutra, it is stated that even a Sotapanna will not have the thought that he is a Sotapanna. There will not arise that thought because they are not deluded anymore. They have penetrated the five aggregates of form and mind and realize that they are all conditions arising entities, hence not a permanent, unchanging entity that you cling onto and hold onto as the I and the me. Conditions arising entity is just like any phenomenon supported by condition. So how can it be you? It can never be a permanent, unchanging entity that you can hold onto and maintain as. This is eternally me. That's why the Buddha's deep meaning of anatta is, it's not a permanent, unchanging entity because within the conditioned world, everything is conditions arising. There is no such thing as a permanent, unchanging entity that you can hold onto, cling onto and say, this is me, this is I. That's why in the Analattakana Sutta, the Buddha asked the monk, is this physical body self? The monks didn't know how to reply. Then the Buddha replied, this physical body is not self. It cannot be me, because if this physical body is self, it will not lead to suffering. But because it leads to suffering, it is not self. If it is self, then it will be within our power to tell the body it should be thus and not otherwise. Because it belongs to you, it's a permanent, unchanging entity. But in a conditioned world, this is impossible. Everything goes the way of nature because everything is conditions arising, causal phenomena. That's why when you meditate, you will see it very clearly within your own form and mind. That's why you are not deluded by it anymore. Non means there is something, but it's not you. No means totally not there. There is no such thing as nothing. In the teaching of Atta, the theory of a permanent soul and annihilation or no self, the theory of nothingness, These are the two extremes. The Buddha said, avoid the two extremes of atta, or self and no self. That's why the Buddha introduced anatta, non-self, as the middle way or in between. There is such a thing as a human being, and there is such a thing as the five aggregates of form and mind, but they are impermanent, leading to suffering, and they are not you, empty, non-self, not a permanent, unchanging entity. That is the real teaching. But human beings cannot understand. They always quote, the Buddha said, anatta, non-self, not me. Then on the other side, he said, I am born of my karma, heir to my karma, supported and conditioned by my karma, etc. So what is going on? But because you cannot understand him, it becomes like very confusing to you. When he said, each and every living being is born of their karma, etc., he is referring to their five aggregates of form and mind. That form and mind follows karma. That is why we are born of it, heir to it, etc. This one goes through karma, and this one abides by the nature's law. That's why this one has the duty towards the law of nature. It has to do its duty. You cannot say everything also empty, and non-self, and not real. Then you can simply do things. But there is such a thing as nature's law, law of karma, law of the mind, and law of Dharma, that govern the whole of life and existence. That's why I always say that there are nature's laws that govern all of life and existence in this universe. These three spiritual laws govern the form and mind, your life and existence. That's why every time you come to this world, you need a vehicle, a form and mind, which is karmically conditioned out. So if you don't take care of it, and you don't accord this one that comes, it's born of it, heir to it, conditioned and supported by it, will suffer. All great beings, they will know how to take care of karma, to take care of their form and mind. They will still accord with nature's law, even though they have the wisdom of true emptiness of the unconditioned. But they can only have the wisdom and understanding after the form and mind connects to the true mind. Then this form and mind is no more deluded. That's why this form and mind does not suffer anymore. This form and mind can live beautifully. That's why there is such a thing as life. The Heart Sutra makes it very clear. When you penetrate through emptiness, it leads to wonderful existence. 真空妙有. And this is what the Buddha Dharma is all about. You need to have wisdom from both the unconditioned and the conditioned world. Then you can use this form and mind to live. Otherwise, you are still one-sided. You cannot break free. That's why the teaching becomes like very complicated and very difficult to understand, because every time the Buddha teaches, living beings do not understand what he meant. Mainly because he teaches from both understandings, since he is the fully enlightened one. He understands both sides. But every time people interpret his words, that is where the problem is. The interpretations and commentaries can be very confusing if it is done wrongly. It's just what I told Sister Ingbi just now. If a person has not realized the truth, then it is just like swimming. If you have not experienced the flotation and you want to teach swimming via reading books on Olympic swimmers, only then it is not possible. He may know who are who and how many Olympic gold medals they received, etc. But he himself has not been into the pool. He himself does not know what flotation is, and he wants to teach swimming. Definitely it cannot be done. If they themselves have not realized that truth, they cannot understand the teaching. They will interpret according to their own wrong understanding, based on what they read from the textbook or the internet. So that is not real Dharma born of real awakening. You must have that type of true understanding and wisdom. You must awaken to it first in order to be able to teach and share. It will be dangerous and can result in a lot of karmic consequences when you lead people astray, like the blind leading the blind. The blind himself cannot see, so he tells you to meditate like that, to note and to do this and that. He himself is still blind. He himself have not realized nirvana. He only believes and advises you to do like that and then tell you one day you will become enlightened. So if you have such people around and if you are not careful, you will get yourself involved. And you can get involved because in the very past likely you were also like him. Also teach like that, also let people astray, and then they don't know how to come back. Then in this life you have the conditions to meet up with the people who will also take you to Holland or lead you to astray. Because this is what you did to people before. So karma-wise, you reap what you sow. When you are not sure, please be honest about it via informing others that I only share my present understanding, because I have not understood the Dharma as yet. Or I haven't had clear understanding as yet. But based on my understanding now, I think the Dharma is like that. Then this is not so bad and very likely little or no karmic implications. But if you do not know, then yet you say this is the real one and you go and promote it until it becomes so popular. You would have led so many people astray, then do you know what the karmic consequence is? Doing good and doing all this are the same. When you just believe and have a lot of faith in the doing, you can become gullible. When you do all this, there will be karmic effect. It is just like doing wholesomeness. When you have a lot of faith and you do it very sincerely, then the karmic reward will be very positive and beneficial. Positive ones are very positive, but negative ones are also equally powerful. So when you are reborn, you have to pay back equally heavy karma too. Don't be too eager to share and teach when you are not clear and ready. But you can share it if you can be honest about it. Share whatever you understand, but do not lead people astray. Tell people that at the moment, I only understand up to this level, so I can share whatever I understand. After that, you have to find out yourself. Then there is no harm. Then people will respect you because you are being honest and sincere. That is why at our Kayanamita session, we always call it as Dharma sharing. Because talk is one-sided and it can be very dangerous. In the early years when I was in Brickfield Temple doing the recordings, I heard a lot of funny comments that can give rise a lot of karmic implications, which they don't understand at that time. Because of their views and opinions, they dare to say those things. When you hear them speak, you will know delusion is like that. When there is delusion, they will speak and comment like that. They are so egoic in their comments because they take sides. They are attached to their methods and techniques and their teacher, and only theirs is correct. The rest are all wrong. So if you have that type of mind, you should straighten your view and have an open mind, because it is very dangerous. It will lead to division, argument, negative karmic consequences. Have an open mind. If you do not understand, do not comment. Just let things be. If you can understand, you should rejoice. Not until when you really have the understanding, it is better to have an open mind. Because you can never understand how penetrative people's cultivation is until you yourself can really understand. So if you do not have that clear understanding, try not to judge with your limited understanding. Please do not react and make all those comments, okay? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Having an open mind is very important because you have nothing to lose. Open mind means if I still do not understand, I do not want to get involved. I do not want to create unnecessary wrong speech, wrong action and conflict or division. I just accept them for what they are. Maybe later on when I cultivate that and understand, then I will investigate into all this. At the moment, I just listen, no harm. But if you have a very rigid mindset, you will resist. Just like the Zen analogy, if your cup is full, whatever tea poured into it will all flow out, because you say you know already. Everything else is not important. When your cup is full, you are not open-minded. Having an open mind means you listen attentively. No right, no wrong. Then everything goes in. Then you investigate, you screen. If you cannot understand, let things be. Because later on, when you understand, you will be very surprised. Having an open mind is like maintaining an empty cup. Just listen. When you are ready, you will understand. It will become different. Thanks for the question, Sister Ingbi. I also didn't know it was on page 21. But it is good that she read that book. If you want to understand life, read that green transcript book. Who are you? What are you? It is a very important book and it is very penetrative. That type of Dharma is very rare in this world, and very few people can explain it to you so clearly. 3.4. Question 4 by Sister Ingbi. Brother Teo, the first aspect of the 5 aggregates of form and mind is our physical form, and the 4 aggregates of form and mind. My initial understanding is like whatever happens in the present moment, these first aspects of the 5 physical aggregates of form and mind, we can be aware, whereas the second aspect of the 5 aggregates of form and mind is more on perception and memory, all in the mental state. It is the mental 5 aggregate of form and mind. Bharatyo answered, do you know why? I had explained this before. The mind has 4 aggregates, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, and Vijnana. How does the external form enter the mind? Through what? Sister Ingbi replied, perception and memory. Brother Teo answered, perception and memory is correct because memory recalls. Otherwise, you cannot perceive. Without memory, the thought cannot come out. If you see something that you have not seen before, you do not know how to label it. But if you have learned it before, you will know how to label it. That's why thought is from memory. Without memory, without conditioning, you do not know how to label, because it is something very new, the unknown. So for the 5 mental aggregates of form and mind, it is the same. In the mental, there are only 4 aggregates. Then how does the 5th aggregate of form enters the mind? Yes, via the aggregate of perception. That's why thus far I have yet to see any book that writes about this. Nobody can really relate it this way. These 5 mental aggregates of form and mind are what the Buddha meant in the dependent origination. But most books, 90% translate it as over the 3 periods of time. I respect them for what they are. That's their view, but based on my understanding, it cannot be this way. If it's this way, there is no meaning to the teaching. Why must the Buddha teach dependent origination that happens only once over 3 lifetimes? There is no meaning at all, because it doesn't help me to develop the cultivation. Maybe as a scientific fact, it's a worthwhile knowledge, but it is not practical. And the reason why they interpret it this way, as I understand, is because they cannot explain dependent origination otherwise. That is the only understanding they have from the commentaries. But what the Buddha taught is the Dharma occurring over every moment and every instant. If you understand his teaching, you will know how it happens. The problem is further aggravated when what is avijja also they cannot understand. What is right view is also not clearly understood. So it is very difficult to penetrate dependent origination. Then if you cannot see your mind and the second aspect of the 5 aggregates of form and mind, there is no way you can explain the dependent origination within moment of consciousness.
Within every moment of consciousness.
Within every moment of consciousness. That is why when I did the meditation, when I silent my mind, I realized that all these external forms are mental rupa, because within the senses, upon contact, they are sense data, simultaneously captured with every moment of sense experience. They enter the mind through perception. Then when they enter the mind, the five aggregates of form and mind becomes real. That is why avijja paccaya sankhara, the first two links of the dependent origination, states that dependent on ignorance, you arise sankhara, which is mental activities. It means wanting to know and to understand and experience, you start to think. Hence, dependent on ignorance, thinking will arise because to you, this is the only instrument you have. If I don't think, I cannot understand. Teachers in school teach the same. If you don't understand, go back and think about it. Then come back and discuss. So thinking is your only tool. Almost 99.9% of time or throughout the day you use thought. Avijja paccaya sankhara. Sankhara is mental activity which is thinking mind. You make contact with the mind. The mind is also an organ, one of the six sense organs. So when you make contact with the mind organ, like in the physics experiment, the light bulb lights up and you become conscious of thinking. That's why avijja paccaya sankhara and sankhara are thinking. This means you make contact with the mind. When you make contact, mental consciousness arises, hence avijja paccaya sankhara, then sankhara paccaya vijnanam. This is followed by the next link, vijnanam paccaya nama rupam. That is why the five aggregates of form and mind, the mental aspect arise when you input your content of consciousness into the consciousness which is vijnanam. And then it becomes nama rupam, the thought which is consciousness and its content. This is so clear and so easy, but they cannot explain it this way, and do you know why? They have to change the second link to karmic volition. One of the English translation of sankhara is karmic volition. Volition is mental intention. So they say, before you die because of ignorance, there is karmic volition, or activities that condition your last thought moment, which is the death of consciousness. So these last thought moments, karmic volition conditions rebirth consciousness. To them, the third link, consciousness become rebirth consciousness. When there is rebirth consciousness, the five aggregates of form and mind, which is the first aspect of the human being, comes into being. That's the only explanation they understand. That's how they explain the third link of vijnanam paccaya nama rupam. That's how these five aggregates of form and mind comes into being, born already. Because of that, the six bases fall into place. Because of that, the sense bases fall into place. Then it makes contact. Then contact conditions feeling. Feeling conditions craving. Craving conditions grasping. Grasping conditions becoming. Then birth. With birth, they say you die. And then you take rebirth again. Do you know what birth is? That is why they cannot understand all these links. So this way of explanation is more convincing and logical, because most people can accept it. The first aspect of the five aggregates of form and mind, nama rupam, everyone can accept this explanation. It's a human being born into this world. That is why karmic volition has introduced. This is the reason why this type of explanation by the commentary is very popular all this while. But when I meditate, I realize that dependent origination is not like that. Every moment, every instant it arises. Then sometimes it does not follow the whole 12 links. Sometimes upon contact, it is not only feeling, but the whole of consciousness and its content straight away come up. And I realize the seven universals and everything else is also inside there. They arise simultaneously, and dependent origination is multidimensional. It is not one-dimensional. Sometimes the dependent origination's 12 link didn't finish. Then you move to the next sense organ, because mind operates very fast. The thinking and mental activities, they are so fast. The actual dependent origination that you see within the silent mind is totally different from the book's interpret. Without that realization, you cannot understand Buddha's teaching. That is why I wrote in the blue book, Paticca Samuppada, which was based on a talk that I delivered 10 years ago in the form of a transcript. Paticca Samuppada is a very profound teaching, said the Buddha to Venerable Ananda. So profound, in fact, those most cultivators are not able to truly develop and penetrative understanding of it. That book is a very clear and very beautiful. 10 years ago, I already shared this, but hardly anyone can understand. That is why I told them, whoever can understand 10% of what I share at that time, he is already very exceptional cultivator. The whole of the teaching, you need to have the realization to really understand. Otherwise, it is still the blind leading the blind. Do you know how the present day teachings come about? Most of them are scholars, scholar monks and scholar cultivators. They take exams and have degrees. Of course, not all of them are theoretical, and there are some who cultivate and who had become very good too. The problem is they use thought to study and use thought to interpret the sutta. Many years after their degree, they come out to teach according to what they believe from their interpretation. What happened is they use the instrument of thought to read the sutta, interpret the sutta, and then come up with method and technique to teach meditation. What is method? What is technique? They are just series of instructions to do things and had nothing to do with the meditation or training the mind to be heedful. If you do not understand what this means, you become gullible, because they are series of instructions born of the thought, which is the instrument they use. This instrument is limited by itself. It is thought-based. Then from this method and technique, which is thought-based, you try to realize a state that is beyond thought, beyond time, which is the Dharma. Is it possible? Like your microscope, let's say it can magnify only 10 times, but you want to see something maybe 100,000 times more. How can you see? You can never see, because you use thought, which is like the underpowered microscope, which is limited by its own capacity to magnify. You are supposed to silence your mind and awaken. You are supposed to awaken through the silent mind, the meditative mind. But you can never know what that silent mind is, because you are actively using thoughts to probe, to meditate. And who is the meditator? Again, the thought. The thought is actively meditating, which is with its conditioning, views and opinions and belief system. From the known, they are searching for truth. The problem is the truth is the unknown, beyond thought, beyond time. How can the known understand the unknown? Impossible. Therefore, if you do not investigate and come to this understanding, then you will not understand the essential Dharma that the Buddha taught. The Buddha taught heedfulness, mindfulness, when it comes to purification of the mind. Whereas the Buddha's first two advice on avoid all evil, do good, are both thought-based. But when it comes to purification of the mind, Saticitta Pariyano Tappanam, Etam Buddhana Sasanam. The Buddha never used thought and effort anymore. He just said, Sati, which is mindfulness or awareness. That's why the real meditation is just Sati, mindfulness, awareness, and the silent mind. And that is the one that can be very penetrative. This is the right instrument. Without Sati, the whole of cultivation collapses. I have already explained in many of my talks, When the book emptiness comes out, many of you will have the right understanding because it is very clearly explained in that book. Then there is another book which Sister Ingbi helped us up the transcript. I am now in the process of finalizing it. That one will be quite fast too, as Sister Ingbi has put in the time track to match the transcript. So I do not have to listen to the recording all over again every time when I need to continue the editing. Straight away I can go to the time track because I know where I stop and I can continue from there. Otherwise I have to listen to it again. Sometimes I just correct what she writes. Most of what she transcribed is very good and very near, except for certain places, because it is not easy as the whole talk is very long and certain words are missing. When you don't listen clearly, the meaning runs. There was a case, an inner nature, but she heard and transcribed as in the nature. Sometimes the pronunciation is very near, but when I read, I will know that this is not the style or something that I will write or speak. Then I will refer to the recording for confirmation. Sometimes one or two, the words are missing or sound the same. Just like the famous Malaysian saying, sounds like me, look like me, but maybe not me. 3.5, question 5 by Sister Ingbi. This is not a question but whether it is correct. My initial understanding on the second aspects of the 5 aggregates of form and mind is that it is not happening in the present moment. It is like aspect of form and mind is whatever that happens in the present moment. Bharatiya answered, it depends on how stable your mindfulness is. If your mindfulness is very clear, both also happen within the present moment reality. Because the first aspect is just the human being or the living being, nothing else. It's the form and mind. You have a physical body which they call the rupang. Then there is the consciousness trapped inside the physical body. These two combined is the 5 aggregates of form and mind. That's why the Buddha said, if you attach and cling to this, it becomes grasping, aggregate, upadana khandha, and suffering will arise. The second aspect, which the Buddha is more interested in, is the mental 5 aggregates of form and mind. And that one, every moment, every instant it arises. When it arises, it is not like what the book says, because it is not linear. Upon contact, according to dependent origination, phassa paccaya vedana, i.e. dependent on contact feeling arises. No, and this is not the case, because straight away or simultaneously upon contact, everything arises. In the first 2 links, avijja paccaya sankhara, there is also contact when you think. So upon contact, consciousness arises. Ignorance, contact, conditions. Ignorance, content of consciousness, so straight away kusala or akusala goes into the content of consciousness. That's why within the vijnanam, nama rupang, the 5 mental aggregates arise, and that one is within the moment. But simultaneously, within this nama rupang, which is vijnanam and its content, the whole of the citta or consciousness and its content, which is the 5 aggregates of form and mind, becomes your thought. This is one that has the 7 universal insight and all the other kusala or akusala mental states. This is the one that you need to realize through your meditation. That's why you can see your subtle mental intention behind, and you will know that all these are conditioned by your views and opinions. They are mostly wrong view initially. So it doesn't mean that upon contact feeling arises. Upon contact, the first link, ignorance, contact already conditioned the consciousness and its content, which has delusion. That is why upon contact feelings arise and you cannot cut that feeling because of delusion. You will still grasp and cling. That's why craving will immediately come about. That's why avijja paccaya sankhara, then straight away it will go to craving. So you cannot cut at feeling or craving because upon contact, feeling arises, i.e. Vedana Pachaya Tanha. Then Tanha Pachaya Upadana, which is feeling will condition craving. Then craving will condition grasping, and without wisdom, you cannot stop the dependent origination links. That's why you must develop the right view, right straightening, via straightening your view to arise the wisdom and understanding. Then only feeling will remain as pure feeling. Then during the moment of sense experience, if you have mindfulness, you can be at the moment of feeling. You just stay there. It cannot move because there is no avijja, there's no craving, no like or dislike. That's how dependent origination didn't carry through. And this is not cut at feeling. Because there is wisdom, or yoniso manasikara, hence they are no longer deluded. It cannot hold, cannot grasp, and cannot cling. That's why it cannot move. You cannot with ignorance cut at feeling. If you do that, what does it mean? You are suppressing your feeling because you don't want to have craving. Or it may also mean you don't want to get angry, but deep inside the evil root is still there, not rooted out as yet. Then when you see somebody say all those things, you say yan or patient in Cantonese, which means you are suppressing your feeling via don't want to get angry. That is not dependent origination. That is suppression of emotion and feeling. But when you have wisdom and can accept them for what they are, you don't have to yan. You can just smile and accept him for what he is. You can have love and compassion via saying, forgive him for he knows not what he is doing. Then you can radiate metta. May he be well and happy. May the blessings of the triple gems be with him. May there be love, peace, and joy within him, his or her heart. Then your mind becomes very different. There is no more anger, no more trying to cut at feeling, trying to forgive, etc. There is no more such delusion because it understands. The moment it understands, it will not do all this. Without delusion, it will not hold. If you don't hold, then who let go? You will understand. Only people who hold and still have attachment and clinging want to let go, and this is fallacy. If you have delusion and clinging and want to let go, is it possible? You only verbalize via saying, I forgive you. But your tone is still not sincere and your anger is still there. When you say, okay, never mind, I will let go. I don't want to think about it anymore. And what for suffer? Do you think you let go? It's only words. A person who has delusion cannot let go. But the moment you understand, it is immediate and sudden. And then you cannot hold anymore. When you cannot hold, is there a need to let go? You don't need to do anything because you are not deluded by it anymore. Like this cup it is very hot. You can see the vapor coming out. Do you dare to touch it? But the newborn baby or a small kid who don't know what chill is, what hot is, you ask them to touch, they will touch. But the moment they get burned, they will learn. If you have the understanding, you will not touch. When you don't touch, it means you are not holding anymore. No need to let go. When you understand, you will come to know that what the worldly people advise you to do may sound very logical. But I always tell you that whatever that is logical is mundane truth. It may not be the real ultimate truth. The ultimate truth is always the opposite of what is logical. There have been so many incidents already, and the truth is always the opposite of what normal person's thinking or common perception of society. Like the meditation, if you tell people there's no need for effort and there's nobody to meditate, you just silent. They will look at you like you are crazy. If there is nobody to meditate or if you don't meditate, then how can you be enlightened? With no method and no technique how to meditate, to them it is illogical. Then they want to know what method and what type of meditation you teach. Is it vipassana? Sometimes you don't need to mention the method, they will also attend because you mention vipassana. But if you say something else, they will not come because vipassana is more popularly accepted word. But what is vipassana? They don't want to know. That's why you can end up as very gullible. Everywhere you go, you are looking for the word. That's why when they say, I teach Nana and Jhana, etc., they will be very interested. But when you teach
I teach Jnana and Jhana. Jnana is insight knowledges.
That's why when they say, I teach Jnana and Jhana, they will be very interested. But when you teach the essential Dharma, 4 noble truths, 5 spiritual faculties, 3 evil roots, they don't want to learn. Essential Dharma is the basis of the Buddha's teaching, the essence of his teaching. From there, all his teachings spin off. The second aspect, the 5 mental aggregates of form and mind, can also be with the moment if you are aware. It is always there because it is the reality. When you mean maybe it's not physical, not something tangible. That's why to you it's mental. It is like you think it is a recollection and all those things. No, it is that moment, that instant. Because when you silent, it will arise. Upon contact, the silence will know what happened, the whole of the consciousness. Then only the content went in. But it is so fast, and because of habitual tendencies, the whole thing is already there. That is why you cannot do anything about it. But when you are mindful and have this ability to be silent until it is very stable, then throughout the day your mind is very different. You can be at the moment of sense experience, the moment of contact, the moment of seeing, hearing, etc. There is no thoughts. At the moment of hearing also there is no thought. Then it can stay there. That feeling at the moment of sense contact will remain as pure feeling. No movement. For the normal people, dependent origination is very fast. They get angry and react already. The mind stirred already. But this one is very different. It can stay there. The awareness can be at the moment of feelings. Stay there at the moment of perception, at the moment of activity, and at the moment of consciousness. It is just aware, no movement. You can only understand when you have reached that stage of cultivation. It's like swimming. You won't understand it until you experience the real buoyancy and flotation. All these are words only. You can never understand. But the moment you experience that buoyancy and flotation, you will understand what that person is trying to share with you. So meditation is the same. When you meditate, you don't try to know, just maintain silence. The moment it comes, the form and mind will know. When sati is there, it will know. When it is there, it is also different, so silent, and it can be with the moment of sense experience. Everything is like in sati, like in slow motion, and it just flows. Then you can witness the whole of the essential Dharma's teaching within your own form and mind. Then you can see clearly that Dharma is within life itself, not apart from life. Every moment of consciousness, every moment of sense experience, the Dharma is there. That is why it is called the living Dharma, not knowledge. Knowledge is recalled through memory and thought-based. Okay, I think we better end. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Yeah, you better rejoice. This book is very good. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Oh, thank you so much. Wai Fun. What time? Huh? Still early, oh? can go another book. Okay, which book you all want to share? How come you know? Path to Nibbana. Everybody interested. Yes. You made announcement. Oh, okay. There is a suggestion that those living tomorrow can share what you experience since you arrived at the retreat. This one is like towards the end. We have this like feedback sharing. It's supposed to be on the day 8, 2 o'clock. I think Padmasuri already made appointment with the chief monk. Fa Zhan Si Tang Jia. So on the 8th day, tomorrow is 7th day. So 8th day, 2 o'clock. Then, since you are leaving tomorrow, what time? Early morning. After lunch, Okay lah. You want them to share, can? You know how to share or not? Very easy. Introduce yourself. Then, is it the first time or you came before? Then, before that, do you have any exposure to the Dharma? Then, you just report how you feel about this retreat. Does it benefit you? Have it improved your understanding? So that everybody who listen, later on they will also share theirs. It will be recorded also. So you listen, you learn from each other and so on. The purpose is everybody is different, background all different. That's why then you see how they come. Some by their own. Some, of course, introduced by others. Then some very weird on how they come. I also don't know one sometimes. So all this is to enable all of you who take the Bodhisattva way to have more extensive understanding of what this law of karma, law of mind, and the law of truth is. So that within the existential world, how people actually can have condition to receive the teaching. Then how some faster, some not so fast, some got a lot of karmic obstruction. So this is what the purpose of this final, we call it what? I read to you easier. Closing ceremony, part 1. Formal introduction and personal sharing, count feedback by all retreat participants, including suggestion, if any, from them on how to improve our future retreat program. So we expect you to sincerely just share, and we will take note. Then if we need to adjust and improve our program, those comments are useful. Okay? So who wants to start? The mother or the son? Your son straight away point, Mom. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Hi, I'm Eliza. First time come here. And then the Dharma knowledge, I'm not so good. Everything is
through
my husband.
Through ticket,
Yeah. He will every time, now and then, explain to me.
Yeah. Because
so just follow lah.
Not just follow.
Follower, just follow lah.
No.
Just
wait.
What he said.
Wait. I add something so that it give you confidence. Last time my wife like you doesn't know anything. Then married, and she doesn't really know that I know the Dharma so deep. Then after that, he saw, the way I cultivate all alone now. Then later on, after 2004, when Yun Chan came, decided to ask me to come out, then he realized, oh, you all the Kayamita, so many come along. And you know what happened? The first batch, and most of them are ladies, though, and a lot not married. So initially, they were worried that she's jealous, but she's very generous, very kind. She understands. She supports. She allowed the house to be used, then she has a lot of, and then a lot of Kayamita like her. Yeah. And because of that, she started to cultivate. She also got cable one, very thick one. Otherwise, cannot be my wife. So because of that, she started to cultivate. Then she started to develop the understanding. That's why after that, no question, the faith is very strong. Now Sui also already in it for a few years. So that is the sharing that you can develop. Otherwise, you will be like her last time. My husband go, I go lah. Then most of the time, if only she asked, I wouldn't explain one. But she very educated. She read the Mahayana on her own. Just like Beng Lim's wife. She doesn't know much English. But her Mahayana knowledge and understanding of the cultivation very good. When I talk to the wife, I think so far 2 times only, she can understand the intricacy of karmic now. Ask for forgiveness, all those things. Then he understands the Mahayana Sutta. And all the title very deep. I saw on my whiteboard. Then he saw, the other one is the title, 法华三部经. She read and she like very happy when he saw that. Then I know already the wife actually 不简单的, 唔简单, means got some part. Then later on interact, actually turned out to be very, very good practitioner. Okay, now continue.
But actually, this retreat, actually, I really very reluctant to come.
Very good feedback. But because TK wants to actually benefit you.
Yes, I know. But the thing is, of my work is quite difficult to catch the date. So I try and try and try. Because I don't want to give difficulties to other people.
Wow, good.
So he asked me to try. Try and talk to your boss or whatever. I said, okay, I try, squeeze in.
Wow, very good. So now
I come, I feel happy.
You feel happy. You didn't regret,
No.
Actually, you will thank him in the future.
No regret.
Sadhu. Very good.
Next year can come again.
Very good. Because TK actually cultivated. He through listening to my video, he never met me in person, and he contacted me. And I remember when I went to Singapore, the first time, he actually was so happy. Then he's so excited. He doesn't know how to invite me for the Dharma. Then he asked me. Then I advised him. Then he managed to get the sister's house. Then bring the mother and all those things, the relative. He got a lot of actually compassion and love to benefit the relative, the loved one. And because of that, the other thing that he told me also, because that talk, you all benefited a lot, the merits and the wholesomeness a lot. Then later on he told me, because we all interact through lunch and all things, then he said, Brother Teo, you know why I listened to your talk and I got interested? He said, you're the only speaker who can share the Dharma which is related to life, he said, the living Dharma. Then I know already, got affinity. Then that's how it started. I contacted Sui Yan. I introduced him to Sui Yan, the treasurer. Then Sui worked in Singapore. Then he every time Sing dollar, change ringgit. Sui change. Let's send the Sui out. That's how all this happened. Then that time, because of the mother, he sacrificed. You all take turn to care for the mother. Not easy. So all this is meant to be. Okay? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So anything else? That's all, boy? So at least you get your mother to start first, so you're more confident now.
Okay, hello all, I'm Kai, or some of the brothers sisters might address me as KY. This is my first time taking part in this retreat. Much like my mother, I'm also reluctant to come. So,
very good.
by and large, it's because prior to this period, I had a fair share of overseas trip.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, May, I had a personal trip, then I have a work trip.
Mm-hmm.
So, during the work trip, I extended, found that. So,
Change the mic, change the mic. I didn't need to change battery already.
That's right. So there's a need for me to slow down my life.
Oh,
Because
good understanding.
yeah, by and large in Singapore, our life is very fast-paced.
Yeah, fast-paced.
So every time I wake up, what's next? I need to rush for a train, rush for the bus, rush to work.
Yeah.
Then after that, rush back home to spend time with my family.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Oh,
So
no wonder.
this retreat came at a good time, because as I'm trying to understand what is life, how to slow down in life, then I come
very
to
good.
understand that meditation is not just sitting down.
Yeah.
To silence your thought. So actually that's my
Very good,
key
very good.
takeaway from the retreat that I had, although it's only 4 days long.
Oh, sadhu, sadhu. Let us rejoice. Very good. At least now you know, like your mama, no regret coming.
No regret.
Oh, TK, congratulations. You managed to bring them to the fold. TK, you add.
Brother Pio, I feel that after they reveal their true feeling, I'm an enforcer in the home, you know.
No, they respect you. You are a good dad. You are a good father. That is really. It's not really enforced, because sometimes, like loved one, you want to encourage them to join, not easy one. You have to understand they are the way they are. There are causes and conditions before. Understand? They are all different. You ask me, I never force her to come to retreat until she, on her own, want to come. Then the timing is like fantastic one. He decided to follow what my footsteps, do investment. Where he saw me retire early and want to try. He waited 40 years old. Before 40, he like a bit like KY. Oh, but KY's traveling is work on or work related, or that different. Sui, he want to live life first. Before 40, he say, all the very challenging one, adventurous one, like climb Mount Everest. Then go to all the mountain, Mount Kinabalu and all the. But you be careful. Every time he go, come back, earthquake there. Then the other one is, see, he like to go diving. And really go and learn one. Then he like to travel on her own. I remember after working not long, he went to Singapore to work. Then he told me, hey, Daddy, I want to go to Japan. He got a friend there. He travel alone there. Then later on, take 6 months off before he reached the age where he cannot qualify for the Commonwealth one. Before 30. He, with a group of colleagues, fly to UK 6 months. Then in between, I think he managed to get a temporary job in one of the universities. Not bad. So during that time, I never force her, never say anything. Then he headhunted by people, go to Dubai, also the telecom line where she IT. Then he worked there. Then after that, you know what happened? He decided to come back to Singapore. Yeah. Then come back to Singapore, very strange. When he was near 40, he realized every year come back a few times. He saw us aging. Want to be with the family, parents. Then also he want to learn what I do. That's how the condition arrived. And the thing is very funny, Like you say, try 1 year or 2 years, I don't know. If it doesn't work, he wants to go back and work. It's up to her. But what happened is she come back, February 2020. You know what happened after that? MCO, lockdown. Cannot go back. So everything like meant to be. Then MCO lockdown, our sharing, last time physical class, cannot. Then somebody suggested, Zoom. I think Sui An or don't know what, her Zoom. Then she come back, I know Zoom. I can help you set up. That's how it happened. All like meant to be, And then after that, actually before that, she already followed me on spiritual trip. Then he saw the thing I do different. That's why she got independent mind of her own. But when the time come, she suddenly, while working, before 40, decide to take leave, attend retreat. That's why she come. Then he saw spiritual trip, how our life was so different from normal people, and how we develop all those understanding, and I share a lot of this understanding with them as they grow up. And because of that, that's why she decided to come. I never force her. You can ask her. Because their life, let them live. Last time my wife every time say, Sunday school, my son and my daughter, after Form 1 or what, they don't want to attend already. Then my wife worry. He say, how? He say, now the school, the media, they influence the kid a lot on. I say, you forget about it. They have their life, let them live. When the time comes, the Dharma, you don't worry. It is meant to be, they will learn. And all this will manifest on their own. That's why when you understand, you don't worry. But what TK did is not wrong, no? You know or not? Because she actually wanted you to benefit you all, because he see this as something very important. Very, very important. Because in the past, got affinity. So understand. And now you continue. Thank you.
Okay. Very much is that for myself, I have Dharma withdrawal. Yes. And this episode happens in a year couple of times. It comes to a time whereby I don't even want to listen to Dharma talks. Yeah. So 1 month back, I had this episode. And 1 month back, I had this episode. But I know these are wrong thoughts. It's very clear to me. Right? So what I did was, I did my puja morning. I did my puja in the night. And in between, in the afternoon, because at this present moment, I'm not actually working. Yeah. So in the afternoon, I will do 10 prostration to Kuan Yin Pusa.
Very good.
Yeah.
Sadhu.
So during the morning and evening puja, I also do the same thing, 10 prostration to...
Oh, very good. Kuan Yin Bodhisattva.
Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. So I always remember Brother Tio's teaching is that puja will actually gives you the faith.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this faith, though I am enduring the episode, I did not actually give up altogether. I know this is wrong thought, and over time it will just go away. And fortunately, as I know that this coming retreat is coming near, because it's 1 month ago.
Yes.
So I let it dwell on in me. It lingers on in me. I allowed it to happen, but I just do what I need on my due diligence.
Oh, good, good.
So in the midst of this episode, about 2 weeks ago, very surprisingly, one of the night when I slept, I had a dream. Very, very vividly. 2 words came to this dream.
Oh, sadhu.
One, positive. The other one, confidence.
Oh, sadhu. Very good.
Right? So when I woke up in the morning, the dream, these two.
Yeah, very vivid.
Very vivid.
Very vivid.
Very clear.
Means you have your past meant to be.
So I told myself, yeah, maybe this is the time that I really have to pursue a retreat with Brother Teo.
Yeah, sadhu. Because the timing is also very good. Once you told me your mom passed away, then we help you dedicate merit, then you make donation also. I invoke power of merits actually. Then inside I tell myself, now you have the free time, you can join the retreat. Yeah, I know it will benefit you, but I never like purposely go and ask you to attend. No, like I say, unless people want to come, I never call people to come. Understand? Unless they come and talk to me, ask me for advice, then I will advise accordingly. Otherwise, I will never. Because that is my character. Then you can ask all the Kalimita, almost 80-90% that come join me, all because of Kuan Yin's nature, the affinity. That's why when you mention about Kuan Yin, you pay respect. My nature knew. Because Kuan Yin's nature and my nature, we had this long encounter, and I really benefited from her nature. And because of that, I realized every time when my nature arrives, when I share, a lot of these Kayamita that come, somehow or other they have affinity with Kuan Yin. Almost 80-90%. Then recently there are some with the understanding, they go and cultivate affinity, all the great beings. Buddha also not only Sakyamuni, all the, whatever Buddha that they can come across. That's why Chunti, Pusala, I never teach them all these things, but they just find out on their own. When they take the Bodhisattva vow, they saw the yellow card. You remember I add in the additional vow or miscellaneous vow? Cultivate strong affinity with all these great beings, Sammasambuddha and whoever who are great beings. It will benefit you. Then from the affinity, ask them to constantly guide you, protect you, and bless you. And this one will pave the way for progress to be very fast. That's why now they have the understanding. A lot of them, you think they go down, listen to chanting, go and pay respect, they got nothing to do. Actually, they all like planting the seed of Bodhi, cultivating this affinity, like their bank account, very, very pachat already. So those who understand, they do a lot of this. That's why now most of them are more independent. Last time I used to go down and join them and observe and guide them. No, no need. Now they know what to do. Very good. Okay, sadhu. So now you realize how you come and how you actually benefited from this sharing. Where this sharing is very different.
Yes, I must fully agree with that, because before I actually came to know Brother Teo, I was in Theravada understanding. And yeah, I learned. I try to have a profound understanding of it. And here again is a lot of thought-based Dharma. So with this understanding, it came up a question, how to apply this Dharma to my daily life?
Oh, very good.
It came to me.
Yeah, that is the most important. Because if you learn something, it doesn't help you understand life and learn to live life and apply it as a living Dhamma, then not much use, understand? No? Yeah, it remains as a theory. Understand? Very good. That one will drive you.
Yes, it does in a way drive me, but I laid back. In fact, I had a laid back during the time before I knew Brother Teo. During that time, I had laid back. I did not go to temple, attend any events. It's only during Visadi that I actually attended those Buddhist activities. So until the day I had I think it's my past parami, that I come across a clip in the YouTube. And this person is Brother Teo.
Sadhu. Very good. Very good. Thanks for the good sharing.
So this allowed me, initially when I saw this clip, honestly, sorry to say this, I am not interested in opening up to listen.
Yeah.
Because during that time, I had a lot of, I listened to many monks telling me about Dharma. And here again, the Dharma application is not there in daily life. So I tell myself, I just have to listen, trying to get a breakthrough.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, when I discovered this clip of Brother Teo, I think it took me 1 or 2 days later. I opened it up and I listened to the Dharma. And I know this is no turning back.
Wow, sadhu. Very good, because affinity. Just through listening to the sharing, the video and all those things.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. No. A lot of people tell me, Brother, recently your short video keep on appearing in the YouTube and internet. No? Can you all have to confirm this? It just come out. No? I also don't know why. People ask me, I went to Malacca, they invited me down there. Then the person who organized, they got a committee member. Then there's one, I think, Eng B will know, very good at chanting one Malacca. Brother Danny. You know, when Brother Danny talked to me, so I said, hey, Brother Danny, you can also share, do all those things. You know what he said? Oh, no, brother, you on the YouTube one, no, cannot. See, I didn't know. No. I said, you also come across on the YouTube? Because suddenly, it become like very popular. No. We have their website, a lot of foreigners, I don't know, no, they wrote to me. And they really search very long already. And a lot is from India. Then spread all over the country. I think India one was the highest hit or what. Jin Hao will know he helped me to set up the website. Then US also got now. Then there are a lot. Singapore, I think number 2. Singapore, a lot of people listen to my website video now. I forgot the other country, but almost the whole world, a lot of country, they just go and Google and listen and keep on listening. I also don't know why. Maybe it's meant to be. Then, being free also from the video. Then also saw my seminar book, 2013, He was doing his master, I think, thesis on Buddhism or what. Then Chan also same, from the video. And Chan one better story. Last time, the Wai Fun, very keen to attend retreat, meditation, Buddhist talk. Then he come back, he share with Chan. Chan keep on telling her, this is not the meditation I understand. Until he heard my sharing. Then he tell the wife, we go look for video. And that's how they come. And a lot of these things, beyond your wildest dream, you never expect one. Like you hit jackpot now. And the jackpot is like 1 in how many billion, not 1 in how many million now. And really strike, And first one already strike. Can you understand? So if you have the affinity, no need to search. The condition will arise for you to encounter and meet. But you must make the affirmation, aditana, invoke power of merits. Otherwise, you can meet, you cannot recognize, also wasted. Like during the time of the Buddha. After his enlightenment, when he was on the way to meet out the 5 ascetics to share the understanding with them, he met a merchant. And this merchant saw him so serene and like very well cultivated, so wise. So he stopped by and talked to Sakyamuni Buddha. He said, may I know who your teacher is? That question actually destroyed his ability to meet. The Buddha replied to him, I don't have teacher. You know what wrong thought arises? Wow, this guy very arrogant. Where got no teacher? Actually what the Buddha meant is not to say he don't have teacher, but the one that taught him, the real one, he don't have. He discovered himself. Understand? So because of that, all my Kayamita after that, the first batch one I especially, they were add in. Because we chant, imina punyang kamina, invoke power of merit, punyang. By the power of this punyang or merits, may I, like the Mangala Sutta, always avoid the foolish and meet up with the wise. That's why I told them, you cannot recognize who are the wise, who are the foolish. You make this aspiration no use. Not much use, I don't say totally no use. So now you know what they make or not? Invoke power of Maria for cause and condition. To meet, recognize, not enough, no. Follow. Not only recognize, follow. So they improve on it, understand? So this is how, when you have the affinity, you must know how to make aditana or affirmation. So all these are the understanding. Very good. Any more to share?
I don't have much to share, but really, I really very thankful to Brother Teo. Thank you very much for this true Dharma sharing. And I have a list of people to thank. Sister Padmasuri, thank you very much.
Organizing,
for organizing and accommodating my family erratic schedule. Thank you very much.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
I appreciate that. I thank Sister Sui, Brother Jin Hao for. I see them really work into the night. Yeah, and then it's probably affinity that resulted that when they post all these videos on, I get to see and understand the true Dharma.
Yes. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very good.
So I really appreciate your effort. And the other one is Mrs. Steele. She is wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
She has a very good fight with you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
I really see that she takes meticulous care of you,
Yeah,
Brother
yeah.
Teo.
That's why I keep her very strong.
Yeah, so yes, and finally, this community of Kalyanamitas, they are very different people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They are very sincere,
Yes.
very helpful.
Their vibes, their sincerity, their honesty can be felt.
Yeah.
So,
And a lot of people who join later, they told me the same thing. I got one colleague, not my colleague, my wife's colleague. Actually, she didn't join on. And she actually, that time, somehow there was condition, then we somehow, but before that, I think he keep on inviting us for dinner and all those things. Then we talk a lot in common. Because he also investment on share market. Then the husband very successful. Then later on, he decided to turn to the Dhamma because she encountered certain incident. Then after that, he starts to get interested in my Kayanamita. Then he joined a few of these like dinner or whatever. He seldom come to the class, but he every time visit me, talk to me. Then she learned and she benefited. Then she observed, she followed me on a few spiritual trips. And you know what she told me? He said, Brother Teo, I haven't seen such sincere people. He said, I don't know them. Your Kaimita, really sincere, very helpful one. He said, anything call, they respond, and not only respond, no, they really, from the sincere heart, do it. See, people like that can see, they are not Dhamma practitioner until later on they need the teaching. Then they see me, they came out of their whatever first noble truth reality problem. And this is how, if you really cultivate and have the Dhamma understanding, you will become like that. That is what Dhamma friend is, understand? Together we walk the path of Dhamma. We need support each other, understand? That's why the first prerequisite for this enlightenment sequence in the Avijja Sutta is to have true, genuine, sincere Dhamma friend. Then only you can have the opportunity, time to listen to the true Dhamma, which is step 2. Then your faith develop is step 3. Then after that, if your faith develop, you will go all out for the cultivation, where you see the importance, the beauty. Then what happens is, your initial wisdom arise. Yoniso manasikara. That is step 4. After that, space between thought come about. Then your mindfulness improve. Like now, Wai Fun, once this type of mindfulness, he already hit stage 5. Understand? Step 5, not stage 5. Step 5. Sati Sampajana will be there. Then after that, not long, sense restraint, automatic. Cannot break the precept already. Then later on, the 3 type of good conduct or right conduct will happen. Then later on, when she understands, cultivate four foundation of mindfulness, step 8, very easy already. That's how you progress. Now can you understand the importance of Kaimita? That's why through your own observation, when you share, we got feedback. And we know. Correct. But if you got negative feedback also, please let us know. Which Kaimita very rude to you? Let us know. Not cooperative, make life difficult for you. Let us know. But you are more blessed. No need to wash toilet. No need to do a lot of things. We pay for the helper and all those things. Yeah, last time need to wash toilet, no, lady toilet, man toilet. But all do it happily. Huh? You saw KK Yap and Sui An mop. And Sui An show you how much dust collected and all things. So these duty are relatively light. And this duty are like your right duty and so on. You do it because you know you have benefited so much. There's now a lot of old Kayamita like Eliza, Padmasuri there, and even a lot of our helper, even Yun Chan and many, even Eng Bidya. They go down and help. They take 15 minutes early, they go. Understand? And especially Eliza, because she benefited so much, and now it's like helping Kayamita to develop that same understanding. Because this is what Kayamitasship is all about. If you got affinity, there is condition, they will go all out and help you. They will counsel you, give you the encouragement. So when you have that Dhamma understanding, you will know how to contribute back to the sasana or the society. But this is how you receive. If it's not for this support, this thing cannot happen to you, understand? So when you know what you do bring about in future when you come, you will also meet up with people that create such condition for you, understand? Then like our website. In future, Sui An, they all, Jin Hao, and Sui, and those who help out in the short video or those things, I put the title, they will benefit. Well, this video, this website will last very long. And I tell you, it's better than building temple. Do you know or not? The gift of truth is the highest gift. And every moment, every instant, the internet got people access or not. More than tourists that come now. You look at this temple, 1 year, how many tourists? Handful only. Come to retreat also handful only. But through the internet. That's why you all cannot see the spin-off until when your cultivation progress. Then you realize this is really. That's why the Kayamita force can be so powerful. We are the Kayamita website, funded by who? Kayamita Fund, other people cannot partake, and it doesn't cost us much to maintain. I think 1 year about 2,000 as well. Huh? So yeah. Around there. So 2,000 only we maintain. But not easy. Every time break down. Chin Hao got to contact Sui An, and Sui An got to contact the ex-boss, Brother Lau. So all this. Then Sui also got to, a lot of time, the storage not enough. Then I say, subscribe lah, Kayamita Fund a lot of money. Don't go and stinge on all this and so on. That's why we did a lot. Then the Kayamita Fund also make a lot of other donations. But the website and the publication, I tell you, the gift of truth, that one, parami, fantastic. That's why over the years, the Kayamita force that arises from the Kayamita Fund is very powerful. And if TK can recall, I went to Singapore first time, he wanted to donate money to me. I said, financially, I'm okay. You don't have to. What I will do is, they still want to give ang pao, which is very good. I said, I receive first, but I help you donate Kayamita Fund. Then after that, he keep on contacting Sui An, and he donated quite a lot. That's how all this wholesomeness bring forth the affinity and the condition. Okay? Yeah. Who else?
Can I
Can.
have a last word?
Can.
And of course, I cannot forget Sister Po Cheng.
Yeah. Sadhu. Yeah.
She had been a tremendous help to me.
Yeah.
Although in Singapore, seldom meet.
Yeah.
We have WhatsApp to talk. So she is giving me very good guidance sometimes.
Wow, Sadhu.
She's giving me, she's motivating me.
Oh, yeah, motivating is correct. Yeah.
Yes, and yeah, she's wonderful.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very good.
And the other one is Brother Beng Hui.
Sadhu. Yeah.
This trip, he helped me a lot.
Oh,
because this is the first time we come.
Yeah.
So he teach me how to reach here.
Yeah.
You know.
Actually, Beng Phi very good at traveling. She travel a lot. Oh, last few years, he bring the wife everywhere. Our spiritual trip also, many trip already. And the wife actually like to come. And the wife like to talk to me. So a lot of this is meant to be. Very good.
So he had actually put in a lot of effort by booking air tickets.
Yeah.
You know, and then we have problem with the airline.
Oh.
They keep on canceling.
Yeah.
And then he was so patient.
Huh.
Yeah, each cancellation he called me. How is it? Whether to cancel or to proceed on for the next flight. So all these things is, had he not been around to help me,
yeah, there is no way you can come.
I will be lost.
Yeah. Very difficult to come.
Yeah, so he's wonderful. Yeah,
Thank you.
nice.
Sadhu. Oh, very good. Very good. This is what we call appreciative mind. Understand? You appreciate how people have actually supported you, help you, and do. That's why when you have this appreciative mind, your life becomes beautiful. Understand? When you can appreciate how people help you, support you, then maybe motivate you and other things. So this virtue of having a mind that can appreciate goodness and wholesomeness is very important. Like that night I share. Right speech and kind words actually go a long way in your relationship. Understand? With whoever, can be our family member or our close friend or colleague or what. That's why the way you conduct yourself through speech, action, and thought process, where whatever thought you arise has its energy or no. If you don't like that person can sense it or no. So all this is Dharma, applicable to life. Very good. Sadhu.
And the other person I want to thank is Sister Eliza.
Yeah. She did a lot of job.
Yeah. We also communicate through WhatsApp. And I really appreciate her sharing each time during the Brother Bill's Dharma sharing.
Yeah.
And it's very encouraging.
Yeah.
After the episode of the depression.
Yeah.
So this actually, with this kind of mental state, and she can overcome.
Yeah. 16 years old.
Yeah, it's really a huge, not just a big hurdle, it's Mount Everest to climb through. Yeah, so I really appreciate her sharings. Yeah, so do other Kayanamitas like Brother Song.
Yeah.
He does his sharing as well, and these are very effective motivation.
Very, very good. Sadhu.
So I really appreciate all this kind of sharing.
Thank you so much. Rejoice. You can continue if you still got.
And sorry, I'm taking too long time. Too much time.
Okay, enough.
Much,
You wait till the last day. Got time. Still got time. Still got time. Yeah.
Still got time. Okay, lastly. Yes, already lastly. Be patient with me, please. Okay, the last thing that I want to thank to is my family, my son. Yes, he is I don't know whether should I appreciate him publicly or not.
No problem. When you are sincere, actually there is a lot of joy when she hears it. Because seldom you can hear from your spouse or not. True or not? Most of the time, married so long already, what is there to talk some more? You take for granted too many things. But when you share this, which I think TK is going to have a very good message for the wife. Sadhu, go ahead.
My son, yes, this is his first retreat. Since young, I have been actually always cultivating or bringing him to Dharma class as well. So I think he has a background of Buddhism. And on that, morally, he's an upright guy. He knows where his boundaries are. He knows where to draw the line.
Very good.
And there are gray areas that he knows he cannot walk into.
Cannot cross.
Yes. So that make my life as a father now much easier. So I really appreciate him.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
And lastly is my wife. She's a good wife. All right. A person with sometimes quite naggy.
Don't worry. Before the Dhamma is like that one. We are quite a lot of Kamita also have this type of experience.
I think she has a lot to learn from Mrs. Steele. But really, she's been a companion to me, a partner to me, a friend to me. And on that note, and she's just a daughter-in-law. And my mother had been staying with me since we were married. And in the early days of our marriage, my mom was still young. And she had actually, my mom took care of the house. As my mother aged, she took over.
Oh, very good.
And she has been a very steady force. At home, taking care of the house, taking care of my mother as she aged.
Wow,
so is my father. So yes, on that note, thank you very much.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We got similar story. Padmasuri and Brother Teo. Brother Teo's father lived until 90 plus. And during the old age period, not easy for Padmasuri to go through, but because of the Dhamma, they managed to go through. And it was beautiful. And that week, you tell them. I think we help them to do what they call, Ingbi, you remember? Your husband also help out. The video conference with all the family members. Nirvana, is it? Wake service. You let Padmasuri explain.
Still around, maybe you can tell better. Okay, my father-in-law, Jun's father, has been staying with us since day one I got married until the day he passed away. That
that's
was
why
30
quite
over
similar.
years old, 30 over years. And actually, Tune is not the only son. The point is, we have 5 family with 4 in Klang Valley. But he chose to stay with us. And at the last stage, last few years, he went into this, I would call Lauren.
Like
Alzheimer. He forget everything and he keep recalling the old story, and it's tough last time. I would say the last 3 years is tough. But we managed to get through. He joined us in the Thursday class.
The puja, the father light the candle. So and he can just sit there and just listen like that, although he don't understand much. But he know the joy, Oh, fantastic. 94 years old at that time.
And when we went to Anandagiri, he has some foreign exchange that he didn't spend.
So
he passed to us
donate.
And then asked us to help him to donate. One thing he did, his last word to me is, before he passed away, he wrote everything ready, how we must publish in the newspaper also he wrote.
Oh, very good. He
then
prepared
he told
his
me
notice.
To do contact for him. I told him, I said, your father is very smart. To do contact for him, that means do until when?
Yeah, contact. Very good, sadhu.
Maybe Tune can say a bit more.
Where to start? Maybe a word of appreciation for my lovely wife.
Yeah, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
A woman like this, where to find except karma,
meant to be.
Meant to be, I mean, you look back, to come to me and stay with me and raise a family by choice, right?
Yeah.
And then to stay with me and with my father around and taking care of him by choice, So I really appreciate that. A woman with a big heart.
Yeah.
Right?
Big
of course,
heart.
sometimes can be naggy lah. That one.
Yeah, very similar. You mentioned TK that in the early day your wife seems to nag. There is nothing compared to what Brother Tim had to face. Because Padmasuri, before he knows the real Dharma, he very, what is the English word? Donkey face, something like that. And he angry, tell you off, no means no. That's why after Brother Tew came to my class for 1 month, he invited us for lunch.
Okay, let me say
talk to me and say, thank you so much.
Okay, you have to listen to the two sides of the stories, right?
Yeah.
I admit that I changed. Yesterday
Change
I told Alicia, it's not that I don't know how to scold people, I know how to scold from the head to the toe,
Yeah.
You know why? Because 30 over years in the school with the adolescents, and I'm the discipline teacher. So really, I changed. But the because some of the nitty-gritty problem in our duties, so I told her, I said, it's not that I don't know how to scold. I know how to scold from head to toe, but I choose not to react and not to affect the synergy, the good environment that everybody is learning. That's my side of the story.
Sadhu.
Just to provide a correct perspective, because when you look at Dharma, it's all about understanding. And understanding comes from knowing the other side of the story. Right? Like I said, she has a big, beautiful heart.
Sadhu.
Just that sometimes misunderstood because we don't understand the side of it, that why she do the things that she does. Right? It's with a real good intent. Right? Sometimes that intent becomes rigid from our perspective. So we have to understand, right? So Dharma in that sense helps us to understand and see the other side of things. What's the word for it? Empathetic, right? So, but she has changed lah.
Yeah, change a lot.
You know, the last trip, she went to Taiwan for 21 days.
Oh.
I went to the airport to fetch her. Wow, so radiant.
Wow, sadhu, sadhu.
You know the wish that we always say, Ayu Vano Sukang
Yeah.
The
Fair
Vano,
complexion, yeah.
fair complexion is not actually fair complexion, you know. It's the radiance.
Radiant heart.
Right? I mean, those ancient time, Indian, how they have fair skin. It's the radiance, you know.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the kind of wish when we wish people, Ayu Vano Sukang Balang. That's the real meaning. Yeah.
Sadhu,
Because
sadhu.
with Dharma, you actually have an aura around you.
Yeah, there's an aura.
Yeah.
For those who can see, they
those
can
who
sense
can see,
it.
who can feel, you can really recognize who are the ones with that kind of a Dharma. You know, imagine every time a monk that walks past, I think you have experienced this,
Yeah.
You can really feel it, you know. Just like the last one, the Walk for Peace in America.
Yeah.
Tremendous response.
Yeah, tremendous response.
That's the kind of aura that we have once we cultivate Dharma in the right way, with the proper understanding and things like that. Yeah. So a lot of things said, but I really appreciate her sacrifice. This is called sacrifice, right? And she may not know it, my father actually trusts her a lot.
Oh, sadhu.
That's why her last words and all those instructions is given to her, not to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand Mandarin, you know. Right? So, and my father is at the old school,
School teacher.
old school, the thinking old school. Wouldn't say I love you or I appreciate you.
They won't say it out.
They won't say it, right? But the trust and things towards a daughter-in-law, right? He never said it out, but it's through actions and all those, and sometimes he'll mention to me, right?
Yeah.
Because there are other daughter-in-laws, and then he's more comfortable and more trusting.
Oh,
you know,
sadhu.
Right, towards us,
Yeah.
So took up too much time already.
Okay, another thing I want to share with DK and Eliza. Later, you all will argue in a Dharma way.
That one really, I don't understand. That one must be Kayamita who go through.
This is what happens. Sometimes we argue. We do argue. So he said, you stir is your problem lah. You stir your problem You know, he told me like that. So I said, you don't forget whatever happened, there are causes and conditions behind. You cause me to stir, later when you cultivate, people will cause you to stir as well. That's how we argue. We will argue in a very Dharma way one.
Yeah, sadhu.
No worries right?
No worries.
Before Dharma, she wouldn't talk to me every Sunday, right?
Yeah.
After having Dharma, after
at
argument,
least got dialogue.
After argument, we still talk, we still go out.
Yeah, very good.
No worries.
Yeah. But I add this story better. You know Socrates, the great philosopher. Because of his ideology and understanding, he was ahead of time. They put him into jail. Then they know he got a wife. Wow, really? Make life difficult for him. You know what he told his friend? They say, wow, your wife do this to you. How? He said, this is the one that teach me patience. He said, if it's not my wife, I cannot have this condition to actually test my patience, test my understanding. That's why when you are wise, you actually take it as, you turn it around and take it as a blessing in disguise. Master Shen Hua, my refuge teacher, always say this. Whatever that happens in life, beginning you see like not following the good way means 不好的一个起头啊 you understand not? Like something negative in life. But if you have the Dhamma, you apply Noble Eightfold Path, it will turn out to be a blessing in disguise. So don't worry, confront all this with understanding, smile. The other thing that Brother Tiong didn't mention is, you should thank actually Padmasuri for bringing him to the class. Because after the first retreat, I remember Ingbi also around that time, Padmasuri said, oh, this type of teaching, I found the teacher. He said, I must bring Brother Tiong in. And that was a very sincere intent. Then somehow, not immediate but after a while, finally Brother Tiong came, no question asked. Listen until today, has helped me in the transcript book. All the, what they call, formatting, all, he did or no. And he's very good, IT. Then he really support. That's why you see when Dhamma flow into a family, harmony, peace, understanding, and wholesomeness arise. Your life becomes so much better. Okay, very good. Anything else?
Actually, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Brother Tiong also. That's why that day said, what is his duty? I say he's my secretary, he's my driver, he's everything. He support me in my Dharma work, unconditioned support in my Dharma work. And for all the trips I made, and most of it, he sponsored my flight ticket.
Wow, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Then our gathering of Kayamita, all the video, Brother Tiong and Padmasuri prepare now, mainly Brother Tiong.
Yeah, Brother Tiong, and then all our books, the editing.
All by him.
He do.
Actually, he contributed a lot. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. He humble, very low profile. Nobody know except those who interact with him. That's why now got condition, I share it so that you all can rejoice. He is the person who actually have the understanding. And he very smart one. That's why I used to tell Padmasuri, I said he learned faster than her. He just listened attentively. Then he know how to understand and apply. Oh, that is really good. Very good. Anything else? Oh, time's up already. Okay, timekeeper will give warning already. Okay, let us rejoice one more time. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So you don't worry. After, no need to come so early. Can maintain the time, you all? Never mind. 6:30, you got, exceed a bit only lah. You tell me until like exceed a lot, I say. Only 12 minutes. Okay, those are 5 precepts, you go down.